video, I'm going to tell you just 3 major mistakes. If you improve them, you will really, get your desired band score. And since you are committing these 3 mistakes, you are being prevented from achieving your desired band score. So, welcome. Those who do not know me and those who are new to the channel, I am an ex IELTS examiner. I conduct online classes and group and individual available. For speaking and writing, I have evaluation services and the latest study material on my website. So, let's come to this is my website and this is my WhatsApp number if you want to contact me, 7888 English with AnitaKundra.com. Now let's come to the first mistake. The mistake is that you just match word by word. Instead looking at the target language. You don't do this. Okay. That's the first mistake. I'll give you an example. Don't worry. They try to match individual words that are found in the question and that are identical words in the passage, right? And you do not focus on the exact target language or the core concept of the question. I'll give you an example. I told you. Now the example. See, you are confusing with actual numbers and predictions. Now this is the mistake you are doing. Let me tell you how it is. Now, this is from the book 17 Cambridge and the passage 1 and question 8. You can go and see there. The question is yes, no and not given. This is very common question. 100% it is going to be there and you are committing such mistakes. And even the people, those who are making, Cambridge is making this, your question paper, they know you commit this mistake. So the question is, more people than predicted traveled on the metropolitan line on the first day. So what mistake you do? No, this is the question. Understand the question. Now how will you do it? So you will say, okay, ma'am, the keywords we will find out. More people, predicted, travel, metropolitan line and first day. So if we find all these words, that means it's going to be true and, like that. So along with some, but in the passage, there is along with some numbers are given. So based on this superficial matching, you will say that it is true. See, I'll tell you. Now the full explanation is the actual target language is more people than predicted. Now this is more important. I'll tell you. So this requires a comparison between the predicted number, that is an expectation or a guess, okay, and the actual. See, there's a comparison. Real number of the people who traveled. Now what is given in the passage? What is given? The text mentions here that you can go and see almost 40,000 passengers were carried on the first day, and this is what is given. 40,000 passengers, which provides the exact number. It provides the exact number. However, the text contains no information about the prediction because in the text it is given 40,000. Understand this. The predicted number is completely missing. That is 40,000. The correct answer here is because the crucial element, that is the prediction, is missing, the correct answer is not given. Okay. So again, we can revise it so that you don't miss it. See, here the question is more people than predicted. The question is given here. But in the passage, more people than predicted, it was given. The text mentioned that almost 40,000 were carried on the very first day. So nothing more, no comparison is there. Is it clear? Okay, I'll give you one more example. Now here the level of the windows, that is playing a important role, target language. Now let's see the question. Understand the question. The windows on the City and the South London trains were at eye level. So these are your targets. What is your target keywords? What are your keywords? If you want to match, you will say, okay, ma'am, I will see windows, city, south, London trains, eye level. I will see this. Now, if they find all the locations but they will fail to locate the specific, now eye level is missing in the passage and therefore you will say it is not given. Let me explain you properly. I'm giving the full explanation here. Now, the target language revolves around the specific level of the windows. See, first understand, if the windows were at, now this at is very important, the eye level, the answer would be true if it is given at eye level. But if it is given that they were at any other level, that is higher or lower, then the answer would be false. Clear? And if it says nothing about the level, then it would be not given. Now let's see in the passage. You can go and see in the Cambridge 17. The text now states here, had tiny windows just below the roof. Now the placement, again it says the placements was intended because it was thought that the passengers would not want to look out of the tunnel wall. Now here the correct answer, since the windows were located below the roof and not at the eye level, the answer is false. Here see the question. Again I will show you the question for a clarity. See here. So here, sorry for that. So the question here is, the windows on the city and the south were at the eye level, and that is missing in the passage because it says that it is below the roof. Okay, so below means it is false because here at is very important. Okay, eye level. Now I hope you have understood that at is very important, the level. So if you want a crash course in your IELTS reading, this is the one that is available on the website. And the website is English with Anita. And the cue cards from which 90% have been hit is here. It is available on the website, or you can WhatsApp me at 7888 Again, this is the task 2 from which even on October 25th general, it was hit from my PDF recently. So you can claim this also from my website, or you can also WhatsApp me. For Pakistan and Bangladesh, I can give you a special link where you can pay. Okay. Anyway, coming to the mistake 2. Now you're using the same strategy for each category of questions. So this is the second. You apply single uniform strategy across every category. Okay. So you should be aware that the reading features different categories of questions such as list of headings, which paragraph contains, and multiple choice. And to do all these things, there are different methods that are given in my PDF also. Okay. So, and also recorded courses are available where I tell all these things. All these different questions, they require different strategies. For example, the list of heading must be different from what method you use for the paragraph, and multiple choice. And for multiple choice, let me give a little hint. It is method of elimination. So I can't explain here. So when you rely on a single straightforward strategy, what happens is that you fail your IELTS exam. Please use different strategies for different questions. Now the mistake number 3. You spend a long time on difficult questions. Let me explain that. So what is affecting your score is excessive time to questions that are overly difficult. I'll tell you. For example, there are 40 reading questions according to the band grades, and some questions are designed to require skills above the 7 band. That is, if you want 8. And if a student target score is 6 or 7 and they spend valuable time attempting questions designed for band 8 and 9, then they will consume too much of time. And what is the consequence? Spending too much time on difficult questions. I can give you some example, that is MC. These are difficult ones. Okay. So ultimately, results in no score for that time investment, and it will negatively impact your overall performance in the real exam, and therefore you fail repeatedly. I think this is useful, and thank you. And if you want any other video, you can let me know. God bless you.